Let's go while we're young.
Drink and take a seat. You're in the back room where free speech is always an option. Supported. I wrote that down. I got so nervous. I forgot about something else. Free speech. Let me try again. Hey, on this live stream. Welcome to Get a Drink and Take a Seat. You're in the back room where free speech, not clear speech, just free speech, always supported. Hey, everybody. Your old pal, Gary Williams. Gee, anything new happened this week? Hey, co-host, before I bring you in, you totally hear me, right? Yeah, there's something about when we do the countdown that my mic we can't. I can hear you, but you can't hear me. Okay, nothing for you to worry about, viewers. Welcome to the Den of Hilarity. Boy, what a week and a half or whatever. Gosh, we fucking hate each other. Can we just say it? We just fuck. You know what? All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the back room. All that kind of stuff. Let me bring in my co-host because we're not going to really too much go there tonight. Whoa. Look, get this guy viral. He's so provocative. Whatever. Hate that shit too. Whoa, listen, we're not going to go there here in the Ron and Brian show. Yeah, arrogant assholes naming their fucking like who the fuck are they? Like even who is it? Jason Bateman, Sean Hayes, and Will Arnett, who everyone knows and virtually, universally loved. They weren't arrogant enough to name their fucking show after them. So fuck you, Ron and Brian. I'm trying to start a podcast war. If you're a regular viewer, you've heard us talk about this. We're just trying to, it's a real show, by the way. Look them up. I believe they also live stream on Sundays. So kiss my ass, Ron and Brian. You hate America. All right, let's bring him in. the Cher to my Sonny, the Edie to my Steve. I don't know what I'm saying. Please welcome Michael Colby. There he is. Hold on. Michael Colby. Everybody's weird
know
friend.
That second one.
What's that?
I knew the Cher to your Sonny,
yes.
but I don't know the other one.
Stephen Edie. Hold on. It's time to show off the production value. Ready? Whoa. Stephen Edie. Steve Lawrence and Edie Gourmet. They were like a big act in the 50s. And do you know the Blues Brothers?
Yes.
Of course you do, right? Yeah. Remember they meet somebody in the sauna. He's like, I can get you the such and such room. And he says, all right, guys, let's go. And the whole band's in there. The guy they talked to, the kind of mobstery, that's Steve Lawrence.
Okay.
That's it. That's all I got for you.
That's the only one. That's the only thing. And I've seen the Blues Brothers twice. And it was because my wife loves it.
Yes.
I don't get it.
Because
I do not think the Blues Brothers are funny.
Can you do me a solid right now and just just get your headphones on, put your wife in there, and we'll be done with it? Because fuck you. All right. I'm all for some people I think the music you like for the most part, if I understand it correctly, I wouldn't fucking piss on to put out if it was on fire. But it's terrible. But Jesus Christ, some movies are just, and that's one of them. And you know what? I had a little back and forth about this online because I made a reference to Fast Times. It was a song, Somebody's Baby by Jackson Brown. And I said, if this doesn't make you think of Stacey Hamilton getting banged by Ron Johnson, the salesman, in a dugout, then I have to question the basis of our friendship. And you're like, who's Stacey Hamilton and Ron Johnson?
Which is fine. I've seen Fast Times once.
Right.
I saw that. What's that movie where John Belushi wears the college?
Oh, that's Animal House. What's the movie where John? Okay, this is funny because we were talking earlier about how people don't agree on things. We'll get into that, whatever. But Jesus Christ, dude, you are, and I know for a fact you're a comedy fucking nerd, and I understand that there's you're subject to generational things. I get all that. That's fair. But dude, that movie where he wears the college shirt.
The movie where he wears the college shirt. That's the only thing I know about it.
It's like
I saw it once and I was like, this sucks.
It's the
to alienate every single person who watches this from me right now.
Anybody over the age of whatever.
I've seen Animal House once.
It was just the prototype for the wacky, we're all crazy gang / road, because a little bit of road movie in there too. When I go, just that's it. And just considered a comedy classic. Even the snobbiest of movie snobs are like, come on. And Mr. fucking, guy looks like a fucking roadie for 3 Eye Blind. I don't know who they are. You have the nerve to sit there and say, Animal House, meh?
Yeah.
That's, and what I was saying about how you and I went back and forth on Facebook, this from a guy who, because you're not a generation behind me, but it's kind of a,
like
just
half a generation.
That's perfect. A half a generation. Fine. So I'm like, yeah, I forgot. The guy that grew up with the movies where the guy fucks a pie and about 15 cheerleading competitions. Let me tell you something. How many fucking times can the yard be stomped? Someone in the chat, answer me that.
Too many. And I said it on your Facebook thing. Those movies suck too.
Yeah, okay, fine.
Sucks.
Layla, I don't, the what? What are you saying there, Lady Poopington? The fucking, the Derek and the Domino song? What did I miss? Something to do with the movie? I missed something.
Is there?
Hold on, sorry. Stuck in the middle with you.
One of those shitty comedies.
Lady Poopington, I don't know what in the hell you're talking about.
The only thing I know Stuck in the Middle with You from is Reservoir Dogs.
Movie
when Michael
quiz.
Madsen
okay. Yeah,
is
Layla.
cutting the ear off
Okay,
of that
there
cop.
you go.
That's a great movie.
What? Stuck in the Middle with You.
Reservoir Dogs.
Yes, that's Reservoir Dogs. Very good. Michael Madsen apparently, for all his like creepy vibe thing, had trouble doing it. He said he trouble.
Yeah, no. Apparently, Michael Madsen was like a great dude.
Yeah, and his sister gets it too. Hold on, but then she also did Layla, Okay, I'm with you now, honey. It's
Layla, I think,
hold on,
is
hold on.
from-
Layla slash piano exit. It's the end of
Yeah.
Layla, the piano exit. What is she referencing there?
That's
Come
a
on.
gangster movie.
Yes.
Is that
By the time they found Carbone, he
Is
was
that
so frozen.
Goodfellas?
It's Goodfellas. Hold on. Don't you dare shit on, by the way. Don't you fucking dare. Hold on. There you go. It's Goodfellas. By the time they found Carbone in the back of that truck, he was so frozen it took him 3 days to thaw him out. Something like that. Great shot. A long fucking crane shot. He opened the doors and he's frozen into shit. Oh, fine piece of filmmaking.
It's the only time I ever liked the outro to that song.
Oh, there you go.
Layla is a great song. The outro does not go with it, and it's
of course
so
not.
boring.
But I disagree.
When I hear it on the radio,
disagree.
I'm like,
I love it. Not maybe because I've associated now with the movie, but I think it's a good piece. And that was
it's good.
I was
It's
like
good.
20. I was 20 or 21 when the movie came out. So it's not like it was in my memory from childhood or something. Oh, there you go. Lady Poopington says yes.
The song is good, and the outro is good. But like it doesn't go with the song, and when you're listening to it on the radio, it's like, give me a fucking break.
It does sound like they break into another song. There's a lot of songs that, and you're gonna hate this, but like "Scenes from an Italian Restaurant," the Billy Joel song, like it very much. It's not my opinion. Like it very much was like 3 different songs that he together, and it happens. Hey, Courtney, hi muffins. Hey, let me just say this. Hey, I sure do like eating muffins. Courtney's muffin. I fucked that up because that sounds like I like eating us. And she called me. I'm not gonna lie to you. Here's the deal.
We're the muffins.
I know. I like eating us.
It's because we have the fat coming out over top of our belts.
Our muffin
That wasn't
tops.
very nice, Courtney.
Dude, you know. I love how you take something so, in fact, not even innocent, friendly. Hey, muffins, and hold on. And what do you do? What's your because I was talking about the little guy in my brain that he's just an old guy smoking. Say that rips the paper out. Your guy says, "Be hostile, go." Fuck you, Courtney, for calling out our misshapen bodies. How dare you? I love you so much, Courtney, but fuck you on this.
It's not our fault. We like to eat a lot of carbs.
Fucking love. Dude, carbs. By fucking carbs, you mean fucking cheeseburgers and everything. Carbs wrapped inside of carbs, inside of just everything. So, hello, Courtney.
Hi, Courtney.
Everybody knows Courtney, of course. Look how fucking, I don't know if you can tell. Because this app I use, this thing or program I use to bring in these things, they have the little picture. In fact, it also shows me where they're watching or they're commenting from. Courtney, that comments from Facebook. So, and the pictures, the profile pictures are like, they fuck them up a little bit. But even then, you can tell Courtney, professionally good looking. Courtney is a lovely woman.
Did you ever see the Dick Tracy movie?
I sure did. The Al Pacino, the Flathead, and all that.
Yes, that is a great movie.
Where did that come from?
Movie.
Hold on. I'm talking about Courtney, and you're like, let me mention Dick in here. Okay.
The way that she looks on her profile picture, when you pull it up,
right,
it looks like she doesn't have a face.
It looks a little bit like
no face.
Yeah, it really does a number on. I'm not gonna lie to you, but the comments come through clear. Speaking of beautiful.
Uh-oh.
Hi, Patty. Speaking of muffins, Baker. Whoa! Mind blow. Whoa! Hey, kids. Oh, what? Kids? What? Because we're immature? You're gonna call us fucking kids? I'm saving the trouble, Mike. I'm saving the trouble saying it. What the fuck? What the fuck, Patty? Christ, wait.
What the fuck, Patty? You're 15 years younger than both of us.
That's right. Patty's actually my age. We graduated together, and Courtney's only a year behind me. But Patty, I don't know if you caught just before when Courtney put it. She told us hi muffins, and Michael's, Mike. You know that thing where like I'm gonna reject you before you could ever accept and hurt me. Well, Michael's carried that on throughout his life. So Courtney says something.
I was gonna say that's my entire life.
That's gonna be on your headstone or whatever.
That's my defense mechanism is to alienate people before they can hurt me.
You know, some creatures in nature, they spit venom. Some make a hood to look big. Nope, not this fucking cat. Fuck you. You're not going to get emotionally close to me. Exactly. I'm not going to let you hurt me. Yeah, so anyway, Pat, I don't know if you caught that. Courtney says something very nice, very sweet. Hi, Muffins. And I don't know Courtney. She says that's like one of her little words. She says, hey, Muffin, how you doing? And, of course, Michael one way like, what? A muffin top? Because our bodies? So that's how his mind works. You're not going to hurt me again. Anything anyone says. You know what? Let's do that. If anybody watching, who's not, well, Courtney or Patty too, if you want, but say something nice, not even nice, just sort of middle of the road, and let's see how fucking old sicko McGillicuddy over here can change it into why you're attacking him or us. There you go. Challenge accepted, Michael? Yes. Hey, you crotchety old bastards. How's that? Accurate. Accurate.
Yes.
Spot on. All right. Hey, a lot of stuff going on. I don't know if you heard, Michael. A lot of stuff going on this week.
Probably not.
No, you've been out well, yeah. You were on a retreat, a health retreat for people.
I was in the woods.
I was in the woods.
Oh, man. To have been in the woods this past week in a cave with no, like, internet.
Okay, not going to lie to you.
No TV or anything.
Not going to lie to you. Your appearance says you did.
And I'm not even wearing my my fox fur that I skinned in.
Yes, Michael not only makes his own clothes, he makes his own clothes in real time. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he goes out there. Yeah, it's great. Fucking wonderful.
Yeah, I'm wearing a fox skin and a maple leaf.
Hold on. Okay, I'm better now. Hey, did you choose that shirt in the dark? Oops, not subtle enough. But are you talking about Michael's? Oh, I see. No, that's no. You're doing it wrong. That sounds like an insult. That's the point. Is you guys weren't insulting us. You said, "Hey, kids." Courtney said, "Hi, Muffins." Completely fine. Nice at best. What I'm trying to say, just banal and nothing at worst. Just hello. But fucking Mr. Insecure over here. Did you choose that shirt in dark? Oops, I said it enough. Yes, let's see that. Let me see it again. Fool. Let's get rid of that.
It's a PlayStation shirt.
Oh yeah. You know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. I fucking love. Oh God, it's just like heroin to me. Putting down you and your fucking old man video game shit. But God fucking damn, that's a badass shirt, dude. Because don't forget, I did grow up with fucking video games, and it was the joystick shit, of course, and the Atari. But then it did turn into some of the XO button shit. So just on the edge of my giving a shit. So that's a cool ass shirt. It is. I fucking like it. God damn it.
I love this shirt.
Yeah,
I bought it. I got it at Goodwill. It's like a $60 shirt if you buy it on the PlayStation Store.
What?
I got it for $6 at Goodwill.
Oh, so you found the cheat code?
Yeah. Wow.
Thank you. Hold on.
Wow.
Hold on. Thank you.
That might be the first good joke I've ever heard you tell.
You son of a bitch. Dagnabbit, go! Michael Colby, you son of a bitch. Go! I'll get you. Oh, you're fixing for a fight. Oh, boy.
Wow, that was getting dangerously close to Cosby.
No, please, you can take a drink of that. You'll be fine. Oh, what am I doing? I'm just limiting up my fingers. No reason.
Here, let me. I don't know. I can't do it.
Just do it. Just do it. Don't stop at it. Go. Do it. Run with it.
Here's your pudding pop. Why don't you take this pudding pop?
I'm not gonna let it. I love it. It's
pre-opened, but it's okay. There's nothing in it. It's just pudding.
You sound like if Bender was trying to do an impression of Bill Cosby. Because bite my shiny metal ass on the meat bags and the dough and the boom-bum-ba-doom. It was fucking solid. Bill, why are you limbering up your hand? No reason. Certainly not to play with your feet and the dough. I don't like the feet. Dude, fucking... and you were just probably a little too young. Dude, this guy, let me tell you something. And I know, really, Cosby talk what he hears is, but whatever. Dude, they literally, and let's be honest, race had a big factor. Like, holy shit, we've got a black man, right, and a show about a black family, and they're not, it's no bullshit, it's no, good time. I don't mean to shit on good times, but it's like, they very intentionally, why can't we just be middle or upper middle class, all that? Dude, America's Dad. We bought into it. Fuck yeah, dude. Theo, God bless fucking Malcolm Jamal Warner, by the way, Jesus, all that, and all that. And then it's like, it's not even like, oh, he's you hear that a lot. Like, oh, turns out that nice guy, he's just a dick. Boy, Tom Hanks, I was an extra on a movie, and boy, what a cocksucker he was, all that. And you go, oh, okay. And they're like, no. Oh, no. No. I'll see you're being a dick at the craft services table and raise you sexual assault / rape. What?
Yeah, we loved the Cosby Show.
We being your family?
Yeah, me and my family. Right. One of the things was when my kid was born, my wife had a C-section, and we were watching the Cosby Show in the hospital. And this was 22 years ago, so it was okay. It was acceptable to be watching the Cosby Show. Yeah. And she was laughing so hard. She's like, "I'm gonna pop these stitches."
Yeah, it was fun. It was funny. It was great.
It was such a good show.
It really was a really good show. It really did break a lot of barriers if you want to be all that kind of thing. And and again, but just because I know how the world, well, as much as anybody does, understand the world works. Of course, he had to be black. You know what I mean? Like, because it just was fuel for people that probably didn't like him already being called America's Dad and all that. Those people. Some of you on probably. Here, the people that we fucking grew up with who used to march through town, they're like, see. Yeah. And I'm like, hated that. Like, of course he fucking did. Yeah. But anyway, enough talk. One time on Dragnet, talk about Dragnet. There was a MASH episode, season 3 in 19. Gives a shit. Jesus Christ. I'm not gonna lie to you. Listen, obviously there's some shit going on these last weeks or so, and if you're friends with me in real life and all that, what's not going on, Courtney? Back in the day, we used to make our schedule around TV because we couldn't record anything, so we'd always make sure we were home for the Cosby Show. Absolutely, that's it, dude. Thursday night, that's where it started. Cheers, and then, at some point, Seinfeld was there, but they left, and then Friends was. Everybody at some point, you got sort of like the boost from Thursday a little. That whole must-see TV shit, and then Oops. Although oops later, much later, but yeah, exactly right. You had to. There was like, if you had siblings, it's coming back. Flush the toilet, like kind of finishing your piss on the way back, kind of thing. So that was a little trip down memory lane there. Oh God. Anyway,
I was gonna say, speaking of, I had to look it up, but speaking of Tom Hanks and then Dragnet,
right. Oh, I didn't even mean the movie.
That Dragnet movie.
Of course, that's fucking funny. I wasn't even talking about the movie. I actually meant the TV show. That's funny. Which, by the way, I can kind of recite more of the movie than I should be able to, by the way. Mad About You. The Paul Reiser show was on Thursdays, too. Yeah. Mad About You. Which, fun fact, I believe, what's her face? Lisa Kudrow played her Phoebe character's twin sister on Mad About You. Because she was on that show as a semi-regular for a while, and it was.
I never really watched Mad About You.
I know it was fine.
I'm sure it was.
You know what the problem was? It was really geared towards like the quirks of being together in a relationship. Yeah, newish, middle, long time, and it came out probably when I was in my early 20s, and you would have been like late teens or mid teens. Yeah. So but it's so funny. I like Paul Reiser. Yes, Patty goes exactly, dude. Seriously. NBC. I have this thing, and don't start challenging me, but my wife gets freaked out because I have a thing where I'm like, someone brings up a show, and I'm like, oh, that was on ABC, by the way. I just have this thing where I fucking know. Now, nowadays, there's too many fucking channels. Like, I don't know, the Hallmark, who gives a shit? But I have this thing where I tend to know a lot of shows and what network they were on. I don't know why. It sticks with me in my brain a lot. But, all right. I want to promote this before I forget. I'm glad that we're doing it a little later than just starting because we have more people here. we're gonna, as you know, of course, the Charlie Kirk was shot and killed September 10th. And boy, did it set off a fucking firestorm. Obviously, he could be a very polarizing figure, which I know to some people that's out of the box, unfair to shake. No, he wasn't. He was whatever, but he was. You know, and let's we're going to be adults about all this. We're going to be fair. We're going to try our best, and believe me, I'm as guilty as anyone, and I got the fucking microphone, so. But try to leave emotion out and just be, you know, talk your feelings and not whatever. One of my oldest friends. That's it. When I moved, my parents split, and then we went in a home. Me and my siblings went in a home for a while, and then my dad moved us to Boyertown, which many of you are from, but some aren't, and it's southeastern Pennsylvania. I know I got friends from Massachusetts and shit watching, but we came there in 1979. It was just before, it was the year before the Phillies won the World Series, basically within a year of getting there in 80. And one of the very first people I met there was this funny, cute tomboy with a crooked smile. She kind of smiled, that kind of side thing, and just funny. And we became fast, instant friends. She's been on the show a few times. Oh, she's been on the video version. I was going to say old audio-only version, but she's been on a few seasons ago. My old pal, Kim Fry-Welch, she happens to, she was a Kirk supporter, and I think she voted Trump and all that kind of stuff, which, if you watch the show or know me, that's not my bag. Not even kind of. But I love Kim. And there's no animosity at all. You know, a couple people kiddingly have asked me, like, oh, you guys fight? You're going to fight on this thing I'm going to talk about, this little show we're going to do? Like, no, that's stupid. That's silly. She's going to get it, but no, we're not going to fight. This is not a competitive debate. This is not a Hannity and Combs thing, which hasn't even been on the air in 15 fucking years, whatever. But no. But some people are like, you know, I said all that. I know. Anyway, so Kim's been a wonderful friend. And she happens to feel differently about certain things. And to be clear, and I'll say this again before we start that show, this is not a polar opposites thing, even kinda. This is not a like, she's a hard righty and I'm, you know that. I'm a proud small L libertarian. I'm an individual freedom first guy. I don't see either fucking side coming anywhere close to advocating for that. So this is not a Coke, Pepsi, 1 or 0 kind of thing at all. We tend to really mostly agree about shit, but she has some more leanings, and that's fine. So, because of that, this coming Wednesday, live, anywhere where you watch the show, if you're watching right now on Facebook, it'll be on the Backroom Show Facebook page, and of course, it'll be on our YouTube page. I'm calling you. Thank you for being a friend, because who the fuck doesn't love the Golden Girls? We've talked about them on the show. If you don't like the Golden Girls, if you don't think they've not held up, go fuck off. You know, you can go pound sand. It is this coming Wednesday. Today's Sunday. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, the 24th at 7 o'clock. It's just going to be me and Kim. No Michael. This is that's why you notice it's not really an episode. It's kind of a standalone thing. It's just her and I. Specifically, what sort of prompted it for me was, she voiced her support and everything after he was killed. And it wasn't like I was fucking celebrating either. I'm kind of whatever, indifferent about Charlie Kirk specifically. I don't like the killing and all that. Terrible. And I said that immediately when I found something in the news, and I turned to my wife, I go, this is bad for all the reasons, whatever. Whatever side you're on, whatever you think was bad about it, I agree with you. It's not good, or whatever. So that's something we'll talk about on the show, because Michael has his feelings about it too. Any kind of like criticizing post-death is not grave dancing. It's not. So stop that shit. And that's everybody, other side. Because somebody pushes back on something about whatever you agree it is on, it doesn't mean it's not spiking the ball. They're not, yay! But they're also allowed to be like, well, I found that guy a little whatever, for whatever reasons they're free to fucking feel about. As long as it's fair and truthful. I mean, I've seen people kind of push the lines. I've seen some of these compilations of clips of like, oh, he was a good guy, a uniter. Well, how about all these times? And there is some, very few, but some contextual issue problems with some of them. But to argue both, the other side is I've seen plenty of people pro him just take some of the things that absolutely were not twisted in context at all. It's pretty damn clear what he meant, and went, yeah, ignore that kind of thing. So whatever. So this is not, if you're looking for when I wrote a thing about it, if you're looking for the Maury Povich fight thing, it's not the stream for you. It's it. I mean, now, of course, we will have our live chat. People are more than welcome to come and voice their opinions about things. And you don't even have to necessarily, I want to say keep it nice. I mean, you can voice your opinion. One caveat, like if you want to someone comments something and you're like, that's crazy. How can you say he feels that way? Because I think he not because of that, Now hear that and you're, listen, you dumb motherfucker. Here's what, you hear the difference? The second one, don't be that guy, all right? But say your opinion. And I'm going to tell Kim, when I say we're not going to, but I'm not sugarcoating everything. I'm going to present what I feel about things. She will present whatever she feels about things. And that's fine. And honestly, for me, it's not even really specifically about, it's not going to be 2 hours or an hour, 2 hours, whatever, however long it is, of people being like, Charlie, I keep saying Cook. Charlie Cook is a writer for like Atlantic Magazine or some shit. Charlie Kirk, CK. He's a great guy in the Uniter. No, he's not. He was terrible. Like, it's just not going to be 2 hours of that or however long it is. It's just fucking not. For me, mostly, it's going to be about the First Amendment stuff that absolutely popped out as a result of this. One, people's feelings that, obviously he shouldn't be killed for stating his opinions. Of fucking course. Couldn't agree more. He has every right to say what he wants. But then, then there was the Jimmy Kimmel stuff. And I know, before you go there, I strongly believe in an employer's right to fire someone if there's some sort of, if you're a VP of something and you go on the internet and go, what the problem is, all these fill in the blank slurs people, and they're like, you got to go. I'm fine with that. I don't think the baker should have made the cake all those years ago remember that all shit went down. It's not that I'm in any way, some of my best friends are, gay, bi, fill in the blank. It's not that. It's freedom of association, but it works all the way. It works both ways. It goes both ways, like Michael. Thank you. Get that in. So that's what that's going to be about. Just what's going on. We have to learn. It's not a kumbaya thing because I don't think we can all get along. You know how I know? History. If you're into the Bible, Cain killed Abel, or somewhere there's a caveman who hit another guy with a head because he wanted his fucking deer. Whatever. And it's fine. That's not cynical. That's reality. But I just want to talk about maybe a couple of things we talk about can make somebody somewhere go, you know what? If I'm fucking bringing down my temperature a little bit, that's a good fucking point. Maybe. It might help. I don't know. If we can stop one school shooting, Michael. So this is not some kumbaya, can't we all just get along thing either. But it's going to be about, mostly, because like I said, where I come from, I hate saying the middle because I don't feel that way, because the middle moves all the time. The middle in 1760 is different than the middle now. But whatever. I think you're all crazy and you all have your problems. And it's just everybody trying to tell everybody else what to do and all that kind of shit where we get in trouble. So I'm just going to point out a lot of that. I think how people react, ask Kim how she feels about things, that kind of thing. And at the end of the day, if you know me and you know Kim, like Courtney and Patty and some other people, we're going to fucking laugh. We're going to have a good time fighting. No, I'm kidding. I'm not fighting. So once again, that is me. And seriously, all you're going to see is two devastatingly good-looking people have a chat and find a way to deal with their 45 years of sexual tension. That's what it's going to come down to, really. Really. Just that. So once again, and I, of course, will put reminders on the Backroom Show Facebook page, and even on the YouTube page. You can do you can write things that go out to your followers, that kind of thing. Kim and I all are welcome to watch, to comment, all of that. Nobody's, I mean, if you're a fucking Nazi, maybe sit this one out, you know. Or if you're a fucking insane left winger who just wants to go around and, you know, spread blood on everybody's door, and that's biblical, by the way. Look it up. Maybe not for you, but everybody else. Thank you for being a friend. This coming Wednesday, September 24th at 7 o'clock. It's live. Watch on the Backroom Show Facebook page, the Backroom Network YouTube page. And bring your thoughts, opinions, and all that kind of shit. I think that's all I got to say about that. Michael, any thoughts on that?
I do like how you're like, if you're a right-wing Nazi, you know, who thinks gays should be stoned to death and black people need to go back to Africa, or you're a crazy left-winger who puts blood on doors because there's like no such thing as a radical left. Like, shut up.
Are you saying did you really just say there's no such thing as a radical left?
Yeah.
See, there you go. That's where our opinions would differ. I'm sorry. And I don't want to get into this. And I will say this. This is also a point I'm going to bring up. I don't like the they. Something happens, people assign an affiliation, and they go, yep, that's them, all right. So in the spirit of that, I don't know if you heard, a guy got shot in front of people.
Yeah.
By a guy who certainly wasn't a fucking MAGA extremist. Do with that what you will.
Apparently he was.
That's been debunked. He's not a groiper. He's not a groiper.
Yeah, he was.
Fuentes has come out and said he's not, but whatever.
Yeah, well, Fuentes, of course, would say
he's saying he's not.
He's the fucking leader
you
of the
think he'd want to own this guy? Look what one of ours did.
Because the whole thing is a grift.
God damn it, we're going to get this.
The whole thing, see, you brought this up.
Right.
The whole thing is that they're making money off of this.
Sure.
And if he says, oh, yeah, it was one of my guys who killed him, he's not going to be able to make any more money.
I don't want to go down a fucking Fuentes. I apologize for saying it, but this idea that there's just no left wing, I don't know what to tell you. The sort of godfather of modern day liberalism, FDR, threw people in internment camps because they had the wrong shaped eyes at the wrong time. I don't know what to tell you. And yet he's like, oh, the guy that saves the... I don't know. So anyway, unless you want to fucking be on Wednesday, yeah, I'm kidding.
I don't.
I'm kidding.
I'm
you
not
up into the chat.
To even be thinking
if
about
this is a preview of Wednesday, I might have to cancel it. I'm kidding. Courtney, I'm more on the side of freedom of everything. Exactly. We all basically want to. That's where we get in trouble. Where whatever your ideology is, like, man, they're doing it wrong. If they would just. And I'm not picking on religion, but boy, they really lock their heels in on that. And that's where shit happens a lot. It's like, because mostly, you know, one of the things in the scripture is to like spread the gospel. You don't deny God. There's stories of people, you denied me in your hour, that kind of shit. I'm a fucking moron. But man, and I'm not picking on my family is very really all that kind of stuff. But I'm just saying, some people, like, it can't not be that way. And that's just, you're just going to lose people. So, I mean, I've talked about this, a national divorce, potentially. I don't think it would happen. But there's the thing. I don't want to go with mom or dad, so fuck all that. But anyway, we'll get into all that stuff. And Michael, thank you for doing a wonderful improv example of people that feel it can't be the way I believe. It's got to be the other. Now, you know how I feel about fucking Trump. And here's the difference, too. God damn, I swear I'm going to stop soon. Republicans and conservatism, I got news for you. Ain't MAGA. Ain't MAGA. It's not. People have drifted into it. They go, this is our team. I guess I have to, whatever. But it's not. It is not. And I think people that do feel that way, let's call them the Reagan Republicans, you know, what were they called? What they call themselves? That's the tolerant right. That's the wrong word. Whatever it was. I feel like I don't understand why they didn't go, why is this cancer in our clubhouse here? Ew. You know, you always hear, if you're a sports fan, you hear about a team bringing in a guy who maybe have great stats and all that, but man, does he fucking cut through the camaraderie of the team. So that's what I don't get. I don't get that thing. It's like where get this out of our, but I guess winning
It
was more important than, because at the end of the day, I don't care who you are, you know, maybe you set your morals aside to go for the victory, and that's everybody. So
it made shit so right wing in this country that people were like, oh, the socialists, Biden and Kamala, when 15 years ago, Biden and Kamala would have been Republicans.
damn near.
Like, they were basically Republicans.
Yeah, that's
but
when people
they've gone so far to the right now that people are like, oh, those socialist commies.
Yeah, which is
they're
insane to me, because I got news for you. Damn, we're talking about it more than I thought. You want to talk about capitalist fucking ways? I got news for you. It's the not capitalist, socialist ways. It's the guy in the fucking currently occupying the seat in the White House behind the Resolute desk. This guy has now advocated for American, at least partial ownership of several companies. He has his shitty tariffs, which have absolutely hurt farmers, and they did last administration, and you can look it up, because what does he say? When his ideas fail and take a shit, he goes, he because it's not his money, he loves to spend, and that's his MO since he was a businessman. He goes, what does he say? And this is almost a direct quote. We're going to take care of our great farmers. He sucks up to them. We're going to give them everything. And I know farmers. There's a great farmer friend of mine who's been a guest on this very program. They don't want it. They want the government out of the way to just let them do their fucking business. You know, just live their life. But all of a sudden things go back and go, hey, we're going to, and then he loves to hand out money. Which, I mean, just forget about the inflationary issues and effects of that, having too much money. How the fuck can this guy then turn around and go, these goddamn socialists, and you're right, and the MAGA people go, these socialists. If you think Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, who I am not defending, I did not vote for them, I vote for the libertarian candidates, but if you think they're coming for you, the socialists, and you know how we know they weren't? Because they fucking didn't. Obama was going to be this Manchurian candidate who's going to press a button and, like Red Dawn, all the Muslims are going to land and take over Boyertown. And guess what? He had 8 years, I must have did 4, 8 years, and it never happened. And then actually, Donald Trump has said more things against the Second Amendment than, here's the thing. I'm crazy politics junkie guy to a point. I know. I can back everything up I say with facts and video. And one thing about Trump, you got to give it to him. Fucker just says everything, so it's all there for the taking. He said, I would rather see, they were talking about guns and red flag laws. I'd rather see take the guns first and due process second. I'm butchering, but it's pretty much that. Holy shit, think about that. Think about that. This is the Republican president who loves to tout his, and again, I am very pro Second Amendment. I think people should be able to buy fucking shoulder harnessed rocket launchers, and I'm not fucking kidding, whatever the fuck you want. And this is the guy, your guy said, I would rather, likes the idea of taking the guns first and then going through due process, which is absolutely antithetical, I'm not so good with words, to what the Constitution says. He fucking said it. It's there. There's no context I'm fucking switching. On and on and on and on and on and on and on. Whatever. This is not the night for it. But fuck him. Fuck him. So, and that's why I'm not going to mourn Charlie Kirk again. Do not celebrate his murder. I don't like it. All that. You know, I wish he could have lived to see the maybe eventual turnaround and downfall of his shitty fucking ideology. But my problem is that he helped very much usher in this MAGA, era, which is, I don't know what to tell you. Unless you fucking, love that they're like, hey, let's not let them come in and on and on and on. He's just not a good president. He's not smart. He's not a uniter. He's terrible. He's stupid. He's literally not a smart guy. His sister was on being recorded secretly, so she was totally being upfront and honest. She said she was talking to Trump's niece, who they hate each other, but it was years ago. She taped his sister, the one who was a judge, who flat out said They had a guy take his test for him to get him into college. That's it. Unfiltered. Didn't know she was being recorded. I mean, on and on and on and on and on. What do you people need to hear? It doesn't matter, because you're right.
It doesn't matter.
You're right. Kamala Harris sucked dick her way to the top. Those people. How can you argue with those people?
You can't.
She sucked dick her way to the top. Didn't go to law school. Didn't get her degree.
Yeah.
No, just
no. Because she was a woman. She had to have slept herself to the top, because that's just the way that these people think.
Yeah.
And guess what? That's the way that Charlie Kirk thought too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
all of his,
I'm sorry.
all of his shit was, I said it before, and this is all I have to say about Charlie Kirk.
Okay.
Is that, in his words, if he really believed what he said that a few gun deaths a year was acceptable to having the Second Amendment.
Yes.
So,
and that is without contextual twist.
Nope.
It's all there. Yeah.
So if he really believed that, then he got to die for what he really believed in. And not many people get to do that. I'm not saying, I don't, it's not good that he was murdered.
Right. No.
But very few people get to die for something they honestly and truly believe in. And if it's like, I don't know what you know about Bill Cooper, but Bill Cooper was a crazy, like, conspiracy theory, sovereign citizen type of guy.
I know those guys.
Who died in a shootout with police when they came to collect his taxes.
Right.
Because he didn't believe in paying taxes.
Right.
And he believed in the Second Amendment, and he died in a shootout with the cops who were trying to get his taxes.
Right.
And he sucked. He was a real dickbag,
right.
But he died for what he believed in. And, he's the only other one that I know that, like, really got to do the thing that he said that he really believed in.
Not the shooting, all that part, but he's right about the first part. Anyway, but listen, it's extortion. To put a pin in the Kamala Harris thing, because I just want to get my stupid joke out. If sucking dick your way to the top is the key to success, hey, MAGA, how come your mom didn't make out better in life? Okay, anyway.
How come? Well, I guess I was going to say a Nancy Reagan joke, but I guess she actually did do that.
Ooh. When you put it that way, let's go to the chat. MAGA support Trump. Republicans are not necessarily associated with. Exactly. I know. I'm working on it. Can we talk about something else now? Tee-hee. Did you hear what happened to Mikey? Are you doing that thing where it's like, hey, how about this weather? Because we should get off this topic. I don't really know if I get that. I just got a news update saying Trump fell asleep at Kirk's funeral service. Of course he fucking did. Of course he fucking did. You know why? Because he's old and whatever. Anyway, so that's that. There'll be plenty to talk about and all that. So yeah, no, that's how I mean, I've never, it's not been, and I just want to say also, whatever. I know I get shit, especially from Michael, about like, I always have to qualify the other side too, or whatever. But I also don't like when, and this goes for anybody, any side, when you say, like I said, for example, there were things in some of those Kirk compilations that there was a contextual issue, because I've seen the full videos. It does not mean I go, he's in, we lost him, he's all in. He's all for that, because everybody does that. If you argue, because many people, including someone who may or may not have my same last name and look a lot like me, has gone down the fucking rabbit hole of something and could never understand that because I pushed back against Trump, that I wasn't slobbering in love with Hillary Clinton or Biden or fill in the blank. Could never, nope, you love her. You love Hillary. I go, there's no arguing with you. I don't. You know what can prove it? My fucking voting record. And I'm a registered Republican, so all that shit. So just stop doing that, people. Stop fucking doing that.
Yeah, no,
Hold on. If you want to put it in simple terms, someone says, I don't like the Eagles, and they go, Dallas. No, you love Dallas. They go, there are Commanders and Giants fans. Just fucking saying. Nope, Dallas, you love Dallas. And by the way, that's not me saying it. I'm just giving an example for some of you smooth heads out there. You know what I mean? Sorry. Any final thoughts on this before we move on, Michael?
No.
All right.
No, I'm tired of it.
So one more. I'm going to be worn out before fucking Wednesday. So again, I'm getting it out now, but once again, this Wednesday, 7 o'clock live, me and my old pal Kim. Honestly, it's going to be filled with more laughs than it probably should. But all are welcome. You can comment, state your feelings. Just because, even if I or Kim say something like you think is really absolute and whatever, don't be like, well, I'm not going to because Gary said that about that. You go, I don't fucking give it to me. I don't give a shit. Just keep it cool, somewhat cool. So please, once again, I'm going to put it up again one more time because I really want people to watch. This Wednesday, 7 o'clock. Please spread the word. This graphic is all over my Facebook. It's on the Backroom Show Facebook. Please spread the word. And if you want to write a little something, hey, my two pals, whatever, just be clear. This is not an adversarial thing at all between us. This is not going to happen. So if that's not your thing, then fuck off. All right. Hey, Michael.
Yeah.
Dun. Yeah, we're going to get you out of here relatively quick because you have a work thing tonight we got to do. So that's it. So, also, don't forget, before I forget, to watch Jack Billings.
Listen to it.
Listen to it. Sorry, I was looking at something. I got distracted. King of the Big House. It is a scripted, audio-only comedy podcast, co-conceived, co-written. Would you say that's all fair? With you and Matt Tatieri, who's next to him. And it's really weird and really funny. It's Michael really has done this thing lately where he goes live on his personal Facebook page to sort of record his lines because it's all done, it's all pieced together. They don't get together and just read the script. He does a bang of fucking. Sometimes, that's right, but not exclusively.
Yeah, and sometimes I have 3 characters that I voice talking to each other.
There you go.
So I'll go on live.
That is
so that people can watch me be an absolute maniac.
It's like Harry Shearer or somebody in The Simpsons, having 4 different characters have a fucking talk, whatever.
I'll have this guy who sounds like this. Talking to this guy who sounds like this.
Yeah.
Talking to this guy who sounds like this.
Whoa! Listen to those master of voices there. Exactly. And we did talk about this before, and I said, hey, Michael, let me know. If anybody cares, I'll say, hey, he's live now. And you did actually text me, but because of my fucking awful service here, I literally got it like 2 hours later. I was like, oh, it's done. Oops. So anyway, so check that out. Jack Billings presents King of the Big House. Funny. That's funny stuff. No. We promoted it enough. That's enough.
You can start it at the beginning of this season, or you can go to last season, listen to the whole second season,
which is Haunted Apartment Complex.
Or you can go all the way back. If you want to hear the process of people getting better at writing and acting and sound designing, you can go back to the first season.
If you hate yourself and your life and your existence on Earth so much, all right, love you both. It's going to be a good show. Oh, but I mean, Kim, of course, you know it is. And Kim's a lovely person and has nothing but love and admiration and respect from me. And remember, by the way, critiquing is not celebrating and grave stomping. I just want to be clear about that because that's where people, how come you do this and da-da-da. All right, so we've been kind of teasing this. I definitely teased it last time but we didn't get to it because that's how cool our show is. It happens. If you notice, the episode name is, by the way, I'm like 10 plus days now off the sertraline, and so far things are good. And when I was on, and now that I've been off for a while, no JD Vance, I don't want to shoot up a school. And I don't want to kill anybody for my transitioning lover. They always blame the SSRIs. I fucking hate that. Because guess what? They also help a lot of people. You pieces of shit. Clearly, I got my shit together. Anyway, so there you go. So I might be making some news soon. Who the fuck knows? I don't know. Maybe something happens at day 20 where you go, "Grr!" I don't know. We're gonna see. Fingers crossed. All right. So, by the way, rest in peace to the great Flyers legendary goalkeeper, 2 Stanley Cups, Canadian hero. Bernie Perron passed away at the age of 80, I believe. Beloved. I'm not even really a hockey guy, but beloved. Cool ass dude. He was always cool with all the other major sports and shit. So Bernie Perron, Flyers, probably the best goalie ever. Looking at you, Pelly Lindbergh. Bernie Perron, rest in peace. Patty, yeah, with the sad face. Patty told me a story about how she met him, and he had a little interaction stuff with him. Yeah, cool ass dude, Bernie Perron, baby. He, a Flyers legend, Philadelphia sports legend. Rest in peace, and also rest in peace to a Hollywood legend, Robert Redford. He died. I believe it was 89, 80, in his 80s, whatever.
Yeah. Late 80s.
Yes, my only issue with Robert Redford is that motherfucker never stopped being handsome. And I don't mean like, I mean handsome. Look, because remember, not that long ago, he was in a few of the Marvel movies. He was kind of a rogue undercover, what's the bad guy? Hydra kind of guy. And fucker still looked good. Even into his old age, he was at worst ever the 3rd best looking guy in any fucking room he was in. Son of a bitch. So a great actor, great classic movies, Sting, The Way We Were, if you're into that kind of whatever. Yeah. The Natural. I like remember Sneakers? It's one of the early like hacking movie with Dan Aykroyd and River Phoenix. It's great. Sneakers, check it out. It's fun. What's his face? Sidney Poitier's in it, for Christ's sake. Come on. These are Hollywood heavyweights. It's great. It's a great movie. It's kind of like the tech looks going to look kind of old now. What's that?
I'm looking through these movies and I don't see a single one that I've seen.
Dude, because you're a moron. Because you're too busy fucking, I don't know, doing wood carvings of Glenn Danzig's private parts. I don't fucking know what it is you do.
That's a good idea.
I'm not going to lie. Hold on. Let me write that the fuck down. Write this the fuck down. I wrote it down, so don't fucking try to do it, anybody. We will sue. We will sue you. All the rage. Wood carvings of Glenn Danzig's private parts. Gonna get it on the ground floor on that one. Flyers lost. Oh, Phillies lost. Rest in peace. Oh, are you just doing 2 thoughts there? Because they've got a whole postseason coming. I'm confused. And they did lose. They got their asses handed to them today. And the Eagles had a fucking miraculous win today. They took fucking, they snatched victory from the jaws of defeat. It was their second of the day blocked field goal. That's not a thing that happens at all. It's usually a fucking gimme. I don't know. Somebody's fucking soul is going to the devil at some point because that's some shit. Because it was the second one of the day, second block field goal. That doesn't happen. It did today. There you go. Horse Whisperer, yes, and he got a directorial Oscar for Ordinary People, starring a young Timothy Hutton, and Judd Hirsch, and very much cast against type, Mary Tyler Moore. Kind of a overbearing mother kind of a thing. Yeah, good movie. Check it out. So Robert Redford, perhaps the last of an era. I don't know. We've already lost pretty much all that golden era Clark Gable-y type people. There's probably like somebody who's like 95 who's like, I was an extra in going with that. You know what I mean? But he's sort of ushered in this new golden age of a certain type of leading man. And rest in peace. Love that movie, The Horse Whisperer. There you go. Do you like oats? I've got some hay over here. You want to go for a run? No, not the plot. Hey, horsey, it's a nice cock you got on you there.
That's where I thought you were going. I was waiting.
Of course I was.
I was waiting for the.
Just wait.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like what was her name? Wasn't there a French queen? Was it Marie Antoinette who got killed fucking a horse?
somebody later, Chatterley or one of those broads, like they rode naked on a horse through. Fuck, I think you're mixed conflating those two. You know me so well, yeah. Oh, hey, horsey, you have a nice cock you got there. Oh, now I get it why they refer to a big penis.
Catherine the Great.
Hey, oh, there you go, Catherine the Great. I know the way, and you fucking fucked up the timing of my joke. Let me try again. Hey, horsey, nice cock you got there. Now the way people say people with a big cock have a horse cock. There, I got it out. All right, please enlighten us, you son of. But a joke nonetheless. It would have been if you wouldn't shut the fuck up. No, what's about Catherine the Great? What's it say about her?
It says that she did not. It was just a rumor.
Yeah, I can't. Hey, do we know? Speaking. Holy shit, Michael Colby, king of the segues. Speaking of rumors and urban legends and things you can't really prove, even though you heard them. Oh, Catherine the Great, Courtney's all over. Courtney's smart. Courtney's not only
way smarter than either of us.
Of course. Did she spell Catherine wrong though? Is it Kath? Maybe not. I don't fucking know.
I don't know.
Not only is Courtney incredibly voluptuous, sexy, and good looking, and talented artist / graphic artist. Very smart too. Very smart. And a huge Phillies fan. So there you go. All right. So we're going to talk about urban legends from the 80s or our youth, whatever, that usually came the way they came to you by. It seemed to be things like you had a friend who had a jerk off older brother who heard something, who knew a guy who worked in the movie, something 6 degrees of something, who said, no, this happened. And you had no idea, there was no internet, there was no anything. You just had to take a word of a 17-year-old, because we were like 13, 14, let's just say, when we were really starting being impressionable with that stuff. And some 17-year-old stoner jerk-off told you that. And by the way, that is not a put down on stoners, because I spent a lot of my fucking youth. You had to believe him. That was it. In fact, speaking of Courtney, she gave me a couple that I added to. I actually knocked a few dumb ones off and added it. So let's start. Pop rocks and Coke, of course. Michael, what do you know about that one?
If you eat Pop Rocks and then drink Coke, that your stomach explodes.
Yes, it gets, and I believe they specifically associated it with Mikey from the old Life Cereal commercials. Hey, Mike, let's have Mikey try it. Hey, he liked it. I think he was the one, because they're usually attached to a person. So yes, if you ate Pop Rocks, which was kind of a, crystallized sugar thing, and threw a Coke down, it was going to be so fizzy and so much carbon dioxide and whatever else that your stomach was going to explode. Because you clearly don't have any way of expelling any kind of buildup of gas. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Speaking of you, Courtney. Yes, that Mikey. Oh, now it all makes sense. When earlier she said, "What about Mikey?" Her way of saying, I think I would know this. Almost 30 years with this woman. Of course, she's like, "Hey, asshole, get to the urban legend stuff." Thank you, honey. Oops, my bad. Yes, it was Mikey from the Life Cereal commercials who just ate so much Pop Rocks, or any Pop Rocks and candy, that it filled his stomach with carbon dioxide, and he died, Michael. He died. By the way, anybody watching, we're going to go through some, but feel free to throw in some of your own and all that, because certainly there's no end to the list, that's for sure. This is very appropriate. Please continue.
Are we going for the next one?
Why? Do you have something you want to continue about that? Please.
That Marilyn Manson was the kid who played Paul on The Wonder Years.
Paul, yes, he played Kevin. Do you have it? Bring it up. If you remember The Wonder Years, there was Fred Savage, Danica McKellar. She the girl, and of course
who's like a math genius.
She's a fucking amazing.
I mean, she was before. But
she absolutely.
That's what she's known for.
And she had a recurring thing on How I Met Your Mother. She was cute. She was fun. And of course, they're his best friend, and they're sort of like the Cameron to their Ferris and whatever Ferris's girlfriend's name was, the geeky friend kid, who, by the way, in real life turned out to be a lawyer. But yes, very good one. There was a rumor that he was Marilyn Manson.
Yeah.
Which is so incredibly not true.
Although,
And then people will argue. They'll go, I'm telling you. Because, and by the way, this applies to this. I hate to bring it back, but it also applies to a lot of like, I'm not going to dive back into it, but a lot of political things you may have heard about this guy, that guy, the opposite of your side. Take a breath. And not that anything is improbable or implausible. I say that all the time. There's probably a Facebook group about people who like to watch birds together while naked and putting ice cream cones on their crotches. Like, it's a thing that there's probably, because whatever you're into, whatever how weird and bizarre and fucked up it is, there's always more than one. There is multiple people who claim to be in the buildings of 9/11 who were nowhere near it just because they're crazy. So that said, though, take a breath.
Reddit's the
look
best
it up.
place for that.
Yes, exactly. Bingo. Fucking Reddit. Good and bad of social media. But by the way, I have an idea because I've been compiling these things I'm going to talk about, and a lot of times we don't get to them. There you go. And we want to do an episode about social media, the good and bad, the different. There you go. Let's cut to you. Go ahead.
Oh.
Show it again. There you go. You know what? That's not fucking bad. That's pretty good.
No.
But you take anybody at the right angle and all that, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
True.
But
it's two white people.
two long-faced, dark-haired white people.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. In fact, you know what? Here, really? Here, let's take your glasses off for a sec. Here, I'm balding. So. There you go. You know what I mean? Oh my God, Gary's Michael. Michael's Gary. Whoa! Mind blown. Exactly. Very good one. Very good with that. The fucking Paul is Marilyn Manson thing. And people would fight. You fuck you. It's fucking true. And you go, so take a moment, people. You go, that doesn't sound, it sounds far-fetched. And now, holy shit, especially, that's the whole point of this list is that we know way. Everybody. And not that the internet isn't, there aren't lies and things on there. Of course. But there's all the information. All sides of it. And you take the one that makes the most fucking sense or is absolutely provable. If you see a picture of them together or a video that's like, ha, it's funny, you think it's me. You go, oh yeah, it's not him. You dumbass. All right. This one's very apropos. I think you mean, Courtney, are you dyslexic? AI makes it all possible. That's fucking true. There's some Michael and I've talked about that look absolutely terrible. Usually the ones where they put people together after someone's passed, like they'll put the dead football player with his long dead coach and another player. Like, look, we're all together. Those look terrible.
Anytime they try, there's very specific AI like cartoon things,
right?
But the AI when they try to do like real humans, they look like wax statues, and it's so gross.
Most of the time. Once in a while, though, you'll see something that absolutely is AI because they'll take a scene from a movie. It'll be like, but what, and it'll be like Ferris Bueller again. But this time he gets up and at the baseball game that they're at, he gets up and grabs a bat at it that appears out of nowhere and hits somebody next to him in the head. That didn't happen in the movie, but it's like, God damn, that kind of looks pretty fucking good. But it's always a fault with the fingers or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, right on cue, Patty, Bueller's girlfriend name was Sloan Peterson. So that's how it is in that family. Do you know there was a Ferris Bueller TV show for a while? And I believe the lovely, later on to be a star, Jennifer Aniston played the Jenny, the sister, on the short-lived Ferris Bueller.
Was the person who played Ferris
named Charlie something? No, the wrong guy.
Okay, so it was somebody that I could stand, unlike fucking what's his face?
Broderick?
Matthew Broderick. I can't stand to watch him.
What's wrong with you? What is wrong with you? I know you. I know you're like this dark lord, dark clothing kind of guy. But what the fuch, dude?
He's
Seriously?
so annoying. It's him and Tom Cruise. I can't look at their faces.
Dude, you ever see Tom Cruise's fucking? This is an internet thing, but it's true. The offline tooth thing.
Yeah,
that's absolutely true. That's really creepy. Courtney, AI,
it's weird.
Sorry. I love Ferris Bueller, as you fucking should. This curmudgeon over here.
Big box comedies.
And this is the guy that grew up with and cheered for all 15 of the Stomp the fucking Yard movies.
I didn't.
Michael,
I didn't see a single cheerleader
off
movie.
the air. I don't think it's ever happened on the air, but off the air, when we talk about planning shit or whatever, Michael has very often said to me, "I have such a soft spot in my heart for all those 90 cheerleaders competitive cheerleading movies." So many times he said that to me. Like, it's like, I get it. You love Step Up and Stepping Up and all that shit. You love them. You just won't say it in public. You don't have the guts to say it in public. I'm kidding. He fucking hates
I gotta
that shit.
protect my image.
That's my badass, dark soul image. Which is funny because he loves Hall & Oates and the Golden Girls.
I do love Hall & Oates.
As
and
you
I do
fucking
love
should.
Golden
They're
Girls.
great, dude. Hall & Oates is great. I don't give a shit. Whatever.
I still
Catchy.
every once in a while, I still think of the Simpsons episode where he goes to rock and roll fantasy camp.
Yes.
And he knocks Elvis Costello's hat and glasses off of his face, and Elvis Costello goes, "My image," and like
I don't remember that line.
In a while, I think of that
That's
when I'm like,
fucking funny. Yeah, I know the episode. I don't remember that particular. My image.
Elvis Costello is one of my favorite like musical artists of all time.
Yeah.
So like the fact that he was on The Simpsons, I was like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
So I remember his parts more. He's also the one who goes, you know, everybody's picking guitar for what they want to play, and he's like, "What about the bass? Doom 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 doom," and then does like the eyebrow thing.
That was him, wasn't it?
That was him.
Think about the bass. It's fucking, and something else about Elvis Costello. I believe he had a "fuck you, I'm gonna play what I want" moment on SNL, where he started a song and then like had like the Beastie Boys or someone else come out or some shit, something weird like that, didn't he? That's true, right?
He was supposed to play, I think, Radio, and then he played something else.
But he did like 3 fucking seconds of it, and then like somebody else came out and joined him. Like, I swear to God, like my head, it's the Beastie Boys or somebody. Someone really like, where did they come from? Or something like that. I don't think he just said, "I'm doing another song." Like, other people joined him, I believe.
Yeah.
Golden Girls are always in style. Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. That's again. Thank you, Courtney. Thank you for being a friend. This coming Wednesday, 7 o'clock with me and everybody's girlfriend, Kim Fry. Because everybody loves, if you know her, you love her. There you go. All right. Are you looking that up? It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything, but I was right. He was supposed. Oh no, he played Radio, which is like an anti-capitalist song, and he was supposed to play Less Than Zero, which was like the big hit at the time, but instead he played Radio, which is an amazing song. And I swear somebody
came out and joined him. Whatever. Anyway, all right.
It doesn't say anything about anybody joining him.
They did though.
I don't remember.
I will go to I'm kidding. Oh, you want to fucking fuck you? You want to fight about it?
Yeah, let's fight about it. Let's fight about something I know nothing about.
Dude, you know what?
That does just sound like the internet. Where I'll fight about something that I don't know anything about.
And thank you to Courtney, and now thank you to Michael for reminding me to plug. Plug. Thank you for being a friend. Where we talk about people who you think people need to know other facts to argue about stuff, and that's not a thing on cam. I mean, the world, me.
Yeah.
I put. Here's the thing. We are just funny enough and irreverent enough. We have microphones in front of us. Once in a while, we're like, "Hey, whackity schmackity, boobity 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 boob." 9/11 was an inside job. Hey, everybody, you know. Hey, but you know, dick and fart jokes. You know, milk's full of poison. But you know. They're trying to put chips in our brains. But anyway, exactly. So
I still think the chips and the vaccines thing is so funny.
Oh my God.
It's like, why would you do that? Like, if the government wants to track you, I've said it before. We carry around things that track us and can record us all the time.
I could wait, no. And let's put and here's the thing. You ever try using an air tag?
Yeah.
They're hard to keep track of. Like people put them in their if a purse, if you lose it, whatever. And yet we're gonna take a chip that can flow through liquid coming out the end of a thing and go, yeah, that's gonna and by the way, if you have a chipped dog, you know, for the hope they get lost thing, when several times with our dogs who are chipped, we when we do like just a checkup, we go, hey, because they can drift. You go, hey, do me a favor. Let's just double. And goddamn, if they have a hard time fucking finding that sometimes, which we know it's in there, and they do find it. So, but this little tiny fucking microscopic chip.
Yeah, and have you ever seen the
a liquid
needle that they need to put those things in?
Yeah.
It's big.
What?
And have you ever seen a needle that you get a vaccine from?
Yeah.
It is tiny.
Tiny. So
There
you don't
are
know.
no microchips going through that.
No,
thing.
no, they've got that Tony Stark nanotechnology. Fucking do they? Oh my God, do they really? Do they really have the Tony? Oh, fuck me. God damn it. Ludi Poopy, Ludi, what? Beastie Boys, you are right. Thank you.
Oh, wow.
Darling. By the way,
I'm gonna have to find that because Beastie Boys.
But hold on. Let me just say this very quickly. That's my wife, of course. It doesn't have to be true. She got my back. Thanks, honey. I love you. As we speak, my lovely wife is on Wikipedia changing the entire fucking story about the Elvis Costello not on SNL. Michael, seriously, we got to move on. Let's go. You were wrong. I was right. Big fucking deal. Now get over it. No, you weren't wrong. You weren't saying they didn't, but
no, if it's there, yeah. I want to
see it. Fucking Beastie Boys were just I'm with you. All right, this while you're looking, just sitting here putting. Oh my fucking God! I swear to God, on the life of my dear sweet Alice, I was literally moving on with, hey, what an appropriate time of year to talk about Halloween candy. And you fucking, that's why this marriage works. By the way, my lovely wife and I, together, I don't know, 28-ish years, married, it'll be, 6 in December? Yeah. Just sitting here putting razor blades in my Halloween candy. Exactly. That's fucking weird. I love my friends, but things are not as they seem. Be aware of what the fuck is going on. And the Beastie Boys rock. Fuck yeah. Courtney, spot fucking on. Now, Courtney is a little crazy. And I say this with love. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Courtney pretty much believes, and she's a diehard Phillies fan. I mean, it's borderline psychotic, except who am I to say because I'm ahead of her looking, I'm not ahead of her, I don't mean it that way. That came out wrong. She's going to say, you're not a bit, whatever. I'm kidding. She thinks that all sports contests are fixed. That, it's kind of a bread and circuses thing where they go, don't look over here. And let's make, which don't even act like you didn't fucking tell me that. In so many words, Courtney, or Mike, correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me, please, Michael, please. Anyway, I love you, Courtney. You know that. What's up?
Elvis Costello busted in on the Beastie Boys during the 25th anniversary. When he got kicked off of Saturday Night Live, it wasn't anybody. But the Beastie Boys started playing Sabotage, and then Elvis Costello broke in.
There it is.
It is an amazing performance because the Beastie Boys are playing the instruments and stuff.
Yes.
So
people forget about that.
Really,
they
really
were legit.
cool.
They were a punk band. They were legitimate musicians. They weren't just hey, we're gonna we're gonna hijack and be like, yeah, boy, and just go out there. Like they knew what the fuck. Yeah, they were. Come on, Beastie Boys, dude, amazing. Yeah. Amazing. So there you go. Group. So we kind of conflated two things, but there you go. Yeah. So now this one is very timely. Of course, Halloween candy with razor blades or drugs. Now, as a man who is very pro, and I don't do drugs. I haven't drank in. It'll be 5 years in January. I smoked like a lot of guys in my generation, a lot of pot back in the day, and I've also pretty much. Another time, sort of anything involving needles. I've snorted coke, I've smoked coke, I've fucking dick mushrooms, all that kind of thing. And so, drug away, it's another thing that's ridiculous that we, there are such things called victimless crimes. If you want to get into how it crushes society, whatever, that's your right. But that said, ain't nobody wasting their fucking drugs to just slip into Mary Jane's because they want to get the kids fucking high. Where was that? Where's the quicksand? And where's the chances? Like, what was going on in this pre-my era where they're like, we need to have a stop, drop, and roll things because kids are just spontaneously bursting into flames. We've got to get the stop, drop, and roll thing in there. What the fuck was going on there? So yeah, razor blades. And you know what? There's if you look it up, there are I don't even say handful. It's not even a handful. Like a couple of incidences. It's hard to say when there were some shenanigans. And you know what it is? Virtually 100% of the time, parents doing it to their own kids. And again, the 2 times it happened. So yeah, that whole thing. I have to go through your candy. To check. For
that was crazy.
For microchips. Look for microchips.
Or needles.
They're putting microchips in Many Musketeers. LOL, Mary Jane. Yeah, Mary.
I've said it many a times. You know, people are like,
good call, honey.
If you want to kill me,
right,
just poison food and give it to me. Just be like, here's some food. You can tell me it's poisoned, and there's a 50-50 chance that I'll eat it. If it's like something that I really like, I'll be like, worth it.
If it's an all-time favorite and you hand it in front of me and go, listen, dude, there's poison in there. I'm like
a lot of poison.
I mean, like, it should be called poison loaf, because that's how fucking bad it is. And you're right. If I like it enough, I'm like, roll the dice. Here we go.
Yep.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, as far as like Halloween candy goes, if you wanted to poison me, Halloween candy is a good way to do it.
Yeah.
Give me something with peanut butter and like put poison in there. I'm dead. I'm fucking dead.
Oh my God.
No chance.
Did you hear about Scotty? He had some bad Smarties. Which, by the way, it didn't hit me till recently. Those are just like glorified antacids. And they call it a candy. You go, here you go. Smarties stink, by the way.
So good.
They stink.
They have these big Smarties. They're like this fucking
I've seen them, yeah.
Oh my God.
Really? You're just all about them, really?
Every time I see them, I'm like, I have to have big Smarties.
I liked the Sprees, which they're all kind of cousins-ish. Sprees.
Yeah.
And
the Sprees have the candy coating on them.
Bingo. And bottle caps. Remember bottle caps?
Bottle caps are great. The root beer ones,
and
the cola ones, and the orange soda ones.
I'm with you. You know what? Anybody? Hold on. Reach out to me. Email me, Gary@backroomnetwork.com, but really more, text me, or in this case, you may call me at 610-698-5878, and we're going to set up a time where we can meet, where you can get a bunch of holy shit, they went out of my brain. We just said them that we like.
Bottle caps?
Bottle caps. Thank you. If they still make them. Okay. No Smarties. Throw some in. And give them to us. And we will, on the show, say how great you are.
Yeah. And like,
that's it.
I'm a huge, like, I hate hearing people eat.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate it. But we will eat the Sprees and the Smarties. Oh I love all of that chalky ass bullshit candy.
See, you know what?
I'll fuck with a Necco wafer.
Let's give the audience a quick little preview of what the episode after we receive this motherload of candy. Okay, ready? Okay. Hey, everybody, welcome to the Backroom Show. There's Michael Cole, blah, 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 blah. Okay.
Hey, hi, everyone.
You're supposed to eat it, too. It's just going to be us talking.
I'm too tired because I have a lot of diabetes. I have the most diabetes. My doctor said if I eat one more Smartie, I'm going to die.
Hold on. And all you see, Smarties bag. They're so good. I don't know who out there is a oh no, Michael's death by Smarties. Oh, big candy, you've done it again. Not since the Snickers incident of 1978.
Not since that one person put a razor blade in a Three Musketeer
for their own child, because they were trying to get rid of them because they wanted to go with a new boyfriend and the kid was getting in the way. Oh, that's fucking funny. So yeah, exactly. Send them. Send all the and fuck, I was gonna say something else. I forget. It doesn't matter. Hey, Ross, checking in. It's why going back to that stuff. That's why I call them MAGA Republicans and differentiate between them and regular Republicans. The real Rhino Republicans are MAGA. Couldn't agree more. Ross, get the plugs in. Ross does also does some podcast, not some podcast. He is a podcaster, and his stuff is specifically like politics and current events issues kind of a thing. And clearly, his ideology is not held, not a secret, and does not hold the cards close to his fucking chest. And it's fine because he should be able to. But I agree. I think I don't understand how they don't see that as a cancer in there. But Courtney, love bottle caps. Fuck yeah. And by the way, for the record, I'm officially changing the term bottle cap to mean blowing me. Uh-oh. Oh, speaking of...
I was just going to start naming off the flavors of the bottle caps.
So Courtney, I'm just saying, put your mouth where your mouth is. I don't know what that. I'm not sure what that means. This is kind of funny. Ross right on cue. But the plugs. His show, Up the Middle. Weekdays 11 a.m. Eastern time. Go to Mastiff. Is it Mastiff.media? I think there's a dot in there. Yeah, just go on the Facebook page show, Up the Middle. You'll see it. Lady Pooington, subtle. I know. Boy, talk about some clever wordplay there, Gary. So there's that. There's the so your Halloween candy will continue to be safe. Well, from razor blades, but not from, your blood sugar. But Michael, are you doing the show tonight, or are you? Because you really
I'm doing it.
Because this is what I see.
Well, every once in a while, you
off.
go on this long rant, and anytime that I try to get a word in edgewise, you just
that's called
bulldoze me.
That's called the show. That's called the show. LOL, I'm here to help. There you go. I apologize. Please.
I take these little breaks so that I can Google shit that we're talking about.
I know I fucking did that. I know. Here's the thing. I grew up youngest of 5. I've learned early on sharp elbows. You got to have sharp fucking elbows if you want to be heard.
And then sometimes I bulldoze you, and then you're like, you ruined my shitty joke.
Hold on. Hey, you think I catch that? I didn't say shit, you son of a bitch. My rotten, no good, should never have seen the light of day joke. I don't recall saying any of that, but okay, all right. I'll take your fucking word for it.
Oh, now I understand why big cock, horse.
Thank you.
Man.
Thank you. No, not going to lie. First of all, my retort to that, okay. Number one, your me is getting really fucking strong. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's like, am I just playing a instant replay of that? Because god damn, you fucking got me. You got the mannerisms, you got that ne'er-do-well, don't care attitude just down. The body language was perfect. And second of all, I forget the rest. So, but bravo to you, sir. Bravo to you. God damn. You gotta give credit where credit's due.
I'm gonna put one camera over here, and I'm gonna put one camera over here, and I'm just gonna do the whole show.
That's it. Who would know? Who could tell? I couldn't. And I'm the other guy.
Got longer.
His beard keeps shifting back and forth. No, it wouldn't shift. That's right. I'd see what I get. All right. All right. Speaking of the drugs in your candy, this is one of my fucking favorites. And when I thought of this, I shared it with my wife, and she was cracking the fuck up because she's like, totally. Okay, there was always the thing that went around that if you, the number shifts, but I always heard 7. If you did acid at least 7 times, Michael, finish it. No, you don't know it? If you did acid at least 7 times, you were declared legally insane. Whoa! Technically, which is why over the years, I've had friends offer me, I'm like, dude, I'm on my 6th. I fucking can't. I can't. I just hit 6. Dude, where were you? I just hit 6 last week. One more. And it's, net, and me in a hospital time,
Man, if I knew that one, I would have taken 7 hits of acid just all at once. Lock me the fuck up.
Right in front of your friend, go 1, 2, 3, 4, fucking, like fucking Smarties. Right in the fucking mouth. Yeah.
They do put acid in Smarties. I think that's one of the things. Like,
it's a liquid. You can drop it on. Yeah, totally.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. This is decades ago. This is before I met my wife. I worked at a restaurant and these guys started working there. They were friends. They got hired together, and they were a little bit younger than me, but they were kind of like, "Hey, you kind of me, man. Whatever, cool." The one guy even looked like young Jerry Garcia, and I had to get a ride home one night because my car took a shit or something, and they gave me a ride home. But they're like, "Dude, here," and I think it was a little, like travel size scope bottle, and it was liquid wash, which of course is acid is liquid. And the paper is just it's the conduit or whatever. So they're like, just take a little poke before you get out and over. And I'm like, fuck yeah. And somewhere between the guy handing it to me and actually putting it to my mouth, somewhere, and here, time this. What was it, half a second? My brain just went, you're taking a sip of something. And I took a fucking swig. I mean, it was like, yeah, okay. Basically, you should just kiss the fucking end. Just get a little on there. And I sipped it.
Legally insane. That explains a lot.
And here's the thing. I went out to local people. You'll get this. I went to Izzy's that night. And I swear to God, it was probably almost around this time of year. They just, because I was like a regular there. And they had just put like the holiday lights up the fucking day, dude. And I went and I go, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And I remember specifically talking to somebody, the then husband of another classmate of mine. Now they're long fucking broken up. But I remember talking to him, and it really was that like, and I felt whatever. And I'm like, I need to get the fuck out of here. And luckily, I lived 2 blocks that way, whatever. But yeah. Oh, so yeah, there you go. Legally insane.
Yeah.
And I've also done a lot of acid.
When they do you should have went to Dorney when they do the lights around all the roller coasters, right? And they give you the firework glasses.
Yeah.
That was always fun.
I totally should have thought to do that.
If I would have, I've never taken acid.
Real quick, if anybody invents time travel, please let me know, because now I need to go back and do that. Okay, go ahead.
Why don't we just take acid and go to Dorney
just
Park
go and do it
at night?
Oh, I know,
because
I'm 55 next year, and it will kill me. Hell, the trip to Dorney will kill me. Fuck, you talking
Why
about?
do you think I'm doing?
You said it.
I'm trying to take over the Enterprise.
All right, so you've never done it?
I've never done acid.
Yeah, you're not missing out. It's one of those rite of passage. If you're still doing acid after even 25, 26, maybe 30. Like, just be an alcoholic and a drug addict like everybody else,
I would like to try it.
Strap in. Depends. The whole band.
Maybe I will do it 7 times.
When you go to a party and you're late, you go, I gotta catch up. So you start pounding it.
Yeah.
There you go. Honey, stop, get off me. Get off. Oh, no.
That was 10.
If you were keeping track, I want like you're dialing an old Nokia phone, like you're trying to text, like 1 A B C A E L.
Fuck you, Gary.
You son. So hostile. So just when I'm starting to get in, if you saw us, if I don't know if you're late, but if you go back and watch the beginning of the show, just when I'm starting to get in, you push me away.
That's how it works, Gary.
You're my defense mechanism. All right, we're gonna bang a few out here. So 7 times acid, you're legally insane. This was one my dad was big on. My dad, God bless him, he's dead now. I loved him. He's my dad. He's my Phillies buddy and all that. Racist as fuck. But he was also like, he was the armchair expert on everything. Like, I remember one time I went to visit him, like, after I was out of the house and all that growing up, and he had some nature show on, and he's watching it, and then he started going to like this 5-minute thing about the difference between a Kodiak and a grizzly bear or some shit. I'm like, dude, you grew up in Philly, and the Kodiak bear, when that gets, but the grizzly, I'm like, fucking God. And he just had to share it with you. But it was kind of funny. but this is one that he would always like to say. There are certain cultures, and often I've heard
boy.
Native American cultures and whatever, and it usually takes, he would usually think of it when we're watching like an old Western or something. If you partake of their food, do you know where I'm going with this one? If they feed you a meal and you don't, and it varies what it is, but if you don't burp or fart, they will be insulted. You ever heard that one?
Yeah, I did hear that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. So if you sit down with
thought it
the
was-
Cherokees and have a meal and you don't have to words go, they're gonna go,
Yeah.
white man.
I've heard the burping with Indian culture.
Yes.
And I've heard with Asian cult, like with Japanese and
right.
but like like that's crazy.
Of course.
If you don't slurp the noodles when you're like when you're eating soup, if you don't slurp the noodles, you're gonna offend somebody. It's like that's how they do it, but also I don't think they're gonna get offended if you don't.
Right.
And I don't know anybody who gets offended if you don't burp after you eat.
I could just picture someone being invited, like let's say they started dating a first generation Japanese girl, to use your example, and they have this wonderful meal and you're very thankful. Thank you so much for hospitality. You're so kind. And you're about to walk out the door and they're like, forget something.
I can see that, like somebody believing that,
Yeah.
and then they're with like their like third generation American born girlfriend
Right,
and their
right.
parents, and then you just finish the meal and you're like and they're like, what the fuck are you doing?
But after you do it, because you're so convinced it's real, you do it like,
Yeah.
let's just, to keep it a little less gross, let's make it a burp or whatever. And you go,
Yeah.
and then you sit back and go,
Yeah. Huh?
Hmm?
Huh?
And then
I know.
hey,
Ah.
that's kind of, people try to impress, like they learn a phrase in their language and they go, don't do that.
Yeah.
And you go, you need a little bit of good. And you do the burp and they're like, huh? And they're like, I don't, you're
It's
just
like
gross,
if you're
dude. You're just
if you're with
gross.
somebody at like a Chinese restaurant and the waiter comes up and your fucking white friend is like, konnichiwa, and it's like, fucking shut the fuck
It's the
up.
worst. Oh, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't. Every now and then, maybe there's a favorite Mexican place that we like to go to. And it was my wife's birthday. We went, and I was like, "Yeah, it's our birthday," because they know us a little bit. And we go there quite often.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Hey, Feliz Cumpleaños to her and shit." Like, oh, what's wrong with me? Oh, I hated myself so much for doing it. You know, but I'm just back to your Chinese restaurant example. Like the waiter comes, they had the whole meal, and they hand the check. They go, "Is everything good? There's the fortune cookies," and you're like, "Hey, send my to the chef, please."
Oh God.
Just tell the chef I said, so stupid. All right, Courtney. Okay, so which culture likes to fart? Because I like to fart. Courtney loves to fart, and is obviously is not ashamed. Nor should she be, by the way. Let her rip, baby. Exactly. Hold on, let me just write something
Courtney
down.
would love my porn searches.
Hello. Let me write something down. Don't try to fuck Courtney in the ass. Okay, all right, I'm gonna write that down. All right, little safety tip for you guys who may have a future relationship with Courtney. You might want to forgo the back. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Imagine she does it, and then your balls go. It's got like a little back pressure.
That would be amazing. I'm like weirdly turned on right now.
You know, I'm not gonna lie to you. I kind of stumbled saying it because my brain kind of went there, and I'm like, Dorney Park, you say, huh, Michael? No, sorry, that was the wrong thought. Yeah, I kind of got lost in my own bit. Oops. I was like, Courtney, all right, you know, yeah, it happens. Live on air. Oh well. Oh no, Gary, you had a thought about a beautiful woman? What? Anyway, all right. So
we don't have much time.
We don't have much time. Okay, now why I call it stomach pump. Of course, we all know, and the person switched, or they were the victim, or the receiver, or the giver, always seems to be English. Elton John, Rod Stewart, Mick Jagger. They had to get their stomachs pumped. Why, Michael?
Because they drank like 10 liters of cum.
So much cum.
So much cum that they had to get their stomach pumped, or else they were going to die.
They were going to
because
die.
There's no other way to get, like, the cum out of them.
And hold on. And
how many?
I believe the average male comes about a tablespoon, teaspoon.
A
So I actually looked
tablespoon?
it up because you would have to have
so many.
like dicks across
Hundreds.
America lined up.
Hundreds of loads.
And think about the timing of it too. Like you don't
Yeah.
call it a day and come back. Like you gotta go come
Yeah,
back.
because then you have enough time to digest.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. So you have to just have everybody just throwing it down your gullet. And by the way, see earlier thing about pop rocks. You have no
Yeah.
other way of. You know what
Yeah.
it take to fill you up. It's called just being full.
Yeah.
But oh my God, dude, they had to rush Elton John or Rod
Yeah.
Stewart. They had to rush them to the hospital because he was sucking guys, and he was
Yeah.
so much cum.
It was so much.
And there was no way, it got trapped in his body like people who took a wrong turn in a cave. We have no way of getting out of here. Like the Chilean miners, they had no way of getting out of there. So they had to pump their stomach because it was so full of cum. As if people don't
So
get
stupid.
full of food or drink, they don't have to pump their
Yeah.
stomach, do they? No.
No.
So, but you're 14 and you were
Yeah.
just getting into things
Yeah.
and you go, well, there's lots about, that and how all this shit works
Yeah.
that I don't know. So maybe.
I guess everybody came into a 10-gallon bucket or something.
And, you invite
Just
people.
drink the bucket.
You invite your friends over, like for the first time, you're showing around. You're like, oh, what's that? You go, cum bucket. Don't worry about that. If
That's-
on your way out, if you want to just,
Yeah. And then you put it up on a pole and you beer bong it.
you know how people do the beer bongs, things. Remember the
Yeah.
funnels with the hose? Yeah,
That's how you would have to.
that
Oof.
you'd have to do so much cum down there. So that was so fucking
Mm.
Courtney. Don't even you are an 80s pop culture queen. There's no way you've never heard about that. Come on, really? Ross, who by the
And
way,
it's always a guy. I've never heard it about a woman.
of course not. No,
It's always a guy.
because the gay part adds a more of a like whoa to it. Whatever.
Whoa,
Speaking
the
of which,
gays are weird.
speaking of which, proud gay man, Ross again. A boy can dream. Exactly. Oh, just some things like even. I don't know. Some things are not meant to be consumed in mass quantity.
In mass, yeah.
I
It's
know.
like,
But
look,
I love you. You
I don't-
ingested so much that you didn't even hit a point where you go, "I don't feel so good. Gotta keep going.
Yeah.
Gotta keep going."
I don't understand. Like, I don't mind the taste of cum, but like,
I'll take your word for it.
what are we like? It's not a fucking milkshake.
Hey,
nobody's trying to get gallons of it.
It brought somebody's fucking. It brought somebody to the yard. I don't fucking know. Well, got it. Milkshake. That didn't go well. But that's the weekend when I lived in San Francisco. Well, there you go. See, because so much cum was spilled, Michael. I should have called this episode. Maybe I'll retroactively go back and rename it. It's called So Much Cum. Jesus Christ. All right. So moving on from that one. Every school had a story about a girl and a hot dog / dog and peanut butter. Remember that one? And of course, you know what I'm talking about? It was always
the dog and peanut butter, yes.
but the dog, no. And Denise, are you still listening? What happened involving the hot dog? There was always the rumor. What happened to it? So a girl, it's usually like a girl, like maybe a couple of classes up, who you just can't, wow, they came and went before you, whatever. Or it was used to really, another girl might use it as a way to shame somebody, that kind of thing. But I don't know if you're still watching. All right. But the hot dog always broke off inside and they had to go to the doctor. Yes. Oh, broke off. There you go. There she is. Broke off, of course. Bingo. She was pleasuring herself with a frozen hot dog and it got, at the heat of it, and a crack. And oh no, I've got a piece of picnic food stuck up inside me. Someone call 911. I've got a ballpark up in me. And get somebody to come over here to wash it down. I shot one into my coffee while I was video sexting with a then boyfriend. It was great. You know what? I'm going to go back in time and I'm going to scrub this entire exchange off the fucking show. Ew! By the way, if you were aiming for it, then I say bravo. It was just a happy accident, a little less impressive. But if you were trying to do it, people go, hey, I'm going to crumple up paper and go, watch this. If you're like, hey, hold on, watch this. Ping, not bad. Yes, it broke off. It broke off.
It's good. It is good in coffee.
Okay. But yeah, so you never had the girl in your school? Never heard of that. You've never heard. Wow, that was like one of the big ones. Nope, he dared me, Ross said. Well, there you go. Ross is not one to back away from a challenge. All right, so yes, every school had, or it was another school district. It was like the next town over. There was a girl. She had to go to the hospital. Now, this is one that the lovely Courtney ran by me the other day, and I forgot all about it. The origin story of In the Air Tonight by Phil Collins. Remember that big rumor? That, because I was there, I saw what you did, I saw, we all know the song, whatever. That it was really about Phil Collins. He was, the variables differ. Like he was going to a friend's house or sharing a place with or whatever. And he came home and he saw a murder in progress. I was there, I saw what you did, and the drowning thing, all that. So what it was really about was like, hey, I know you think you got away with this thing that you did, but I saw it. And now I'm calling you out via fucking song. And that was huge. Everybody believed that because that song was huge. And of course, it fucking wasn't. I think he even went on like a talk show at one point and somebody brought it up and he's like, sounds exciting, but not even kinda. But do you know that one?
No.
Are you busy? Do we need to move on? Because you are just out on your shit. And I feel like you're not participating. You all right?
I'm listening.
No, you're looking at shit. You son of a bitch.
I have like 9 things that I have to do before we leave.
All right. Oh well.
To be done at 8:30.
All right. I know it happened. And the other night. Okay. This one is technically kind of ish possible, but it's the showering during a thunder or lightning storm that you would be electrocuted. Now, a few houses they're grounded to a very, very deeply buried pipe. But most of the time, it's just a piece of metal, like a rebar thing. But some old houses, so technically, if it was like throwing a dart into a dart-sized hole a block and a half away, possible. I guess it could happen. But that was like your mother's. Get out of the shower! I heard lightning. The rumor was he invited the guy to his concert that drowned him. That's it. Thank you, Courtney. That is like, hey, by the way, let's do this song and let's like focus on this guy. I was there. I saw what you did. Yes, that's it. Thank you. Which of course not true. And so yeah, so don't shower during a lightning storm. The last one, this is just whatever. Rube, I don't even remember the shower and the thunderstorm legend. Really? Dude, even if your mom didn't,
had to get the shower done before it started storming.
Yeah, because you would be electrocuted.
Because, you would get struck by lightning.
Bingo. Yep. And the last one, this is sort of an urban legendy thing that like, it's kind of like when he got home, the hook was in the car door thing, but it was you had to call somebody into the person would call you into the gas station. No, there's a problem. You have to come in, whatever. And they'll be like, I saw someone in the back of your car.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that one? And if they hadn't called me in, I would have been, if I'd have drove away because he saw something,
That sounds like one of those early like creepypastas that they would have like come up with on the internet.
No, that's way old. That's when we were kids.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Like the if somebody's driving down the street and they don't have their headlights on and you flash your high beams, then that's like a gang initiation and they're going to turn around and kill you.
I had that one written down and I'm like, I was making room, like, and I had that one. I also had
all of those car ones are all so crazy.
So like, crazy.
Oh, somebody was behind me flashing their head, but it was because the person was in the back seat.
It was another version of that.
Up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's so. Yeah, maybe they followed them into the gas station. They were scared, like that's it, and they thought they're the creep. You're right. That's a variation. Like, no, I was trying to let you know, as if you couldn't just have someone in your back seat.
Yeah.
Oh my God, there was a passenger in the passenger part of the car. But yeah, we were like, whoa! And I forget the lead up to it, but there was always the one when the guy got home, the hook was in the, he go to
Yeah.
open the door for his girlfriend, and the hook was there because they got away from some guy
Yeah.
or some shit like that.
Because they were at makeout point, and that's where
Yes.
the hook killer.
The hook killer. Maybe my parents were like, let him shower. We'll roll the dice. You were the third of three, so they're like, we got two good ones. This guy.
Yeah.
So there you go. So that's pretty much that. We got to roll. Michael, we got to wrap this up. Michael's got to run. So thank you everybody for indulging us tonight. A nice little turnout. Nice. You guys were very active tonight. We appreciate that. Don't forget. Michael making a face.
I'm making a face because I have to go to work, which I'm not happy about.
Don't forget. Don't forget to anywhere you get audio podcasts. Let's be honest, Apple Podcasts or Stitcher. That's all you need. Or Spotify. I keep mixing them up. Which one's Stitcher's gone, right?
Stitcher's gone.
Stitcher's the one that's gone. Whatever.
Stitcher's gone.
Spotify or Apple Podcasts. But there are others if you can look. Jack Billings Presents King of the Big House. And like you said, Michael said, there's other seasons that lead up to it, which are same people but different storyline threads.
Yeah,
but
you don't need to know the whole backstory, but there is stuff that connects and like did you ever, if you ever saw that Charlie Day meme where he's got all the
conspiracy theory thing,
and he's got all the yards to get, like, that's how I feel when I'm explaining to people what happens on that show.
At some point, you just, you know what? My best advice is just listen, right? Forget it.
At some point, you got to tell people that there's a owl living in Jack's mouth that makes him spit a lot, and it's like, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, hey, go check it out. All right, Courtney loves you. Love you too, Courtney. Always, always, always. All right, and also don't forget, one more reminder: this coming Wednesday, Michael is not involved. This is a separate. It's not really an episode. It's more of a backroom show presents. It's a special thing I want to do with me and my lifelong pal Kim. We're definitely going to be addressing a lot of this Charlie Kirk related First Amendment, right to your opinion. But everybody's trying to, the other side, that kind of stuff. This is like, we can disagree. Kim and I do disagree on a few things. Again, no, this is not a hard left, hard right thing. It's not Hannity and Combs. It's not none of that kind of shit. It's not like, the crazy lefty goes on the Fox show or vice versa. It's nothing like that. There's just a few things that we see different on. And we're going to talk about it. And we're going to talk about, like, maybe why people see things differently and why they gravitate towards the sides and points that they do. Whatever. And, by the way, there's a live chat like here. So everyone is free. Courtney with the love. Love you too. Free to go. There's no censoring. I mean, don't be a dick. Don't be saying, listen, you dumb motherfucker, to somebody in the chat. Here's why you're wrong. But you can be strongly like, I don't see it. I don't know why you think that, blah, blah, blah. Feel free. But just don't be a total asshole. And for Christ's sake, don't shoot anybody. What happened? What happened? This thing on? Too soon? So check us out. Follow us, of course. Follow us on Facebook at The Backroom Show and The Backroom Network. I will be posting several more times to promote that standalone event. There you go. So check that out. And then, of course, Backroom Network. And if you're not already, please subscribe to us at our YouTube channel at Backroom Network. The Backroom Network, all one word. So again, and this show itself will be back in October 5th. We're sticking. And we get to talk about Michael's new show. We'll do that later. It's a side thing he's doing.
Absolutely the best podcast.
Just right. Absolutely the best podcast.
Absolutely the best podcast. We're talking about the Alien movies.
Yeah, type that into, and even YouTube, they put up the episodes. It's not video, but they just put up the audio.
No, that one's video.
Oh, because I did look up some of the old stuff and it was all audio. Well, there you go. I learned something new. So check that out. This is our schedule. We're going to stick to it. October 5th is next one. 19th. There are no issues with Eagles games. Now, I don't know about the Phillies playoff schedule. We'll try to work around that and maybe rearrange things if we have to, because I'm not fucking missing that. That's it. So see you Wednesday right here, 7 o'clock. Michael, Michael, open to putting it on my internet radio stations. Don't plug your shit here.
Ooh.
It's a scam. It's a pyramid scam. You got to
Just
pay him money. And then
find
he-
me on Facebook
kidding.
and message me.
Yes,
We'll talk.
Michael Colby. Michael Colby. That's that. I think everybody. See you Wednesday. Thank you. We got to run. We love you all, and please join us Wednesday night, 7:00, right here. No Michael, but maybe he'll be in the chat. But it'll be me and Kim. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time in the back room.